All right, what's on today's agenda is overheating. That's what we got going on now. I put a thermostat in the other day, and still not circulating. The bottom radiator is way colder than the upper. From about here on the radiator down, about halfway. So I flushed the radiator out with a hose. Seemed okay, but that doesn't mean nothing. Could have some of the cores clogged in it. Don't know. Or my next thing I'm gonna try today is I'm gonna pull the lower hose off. See if we can't stick up something in there to get a hold of the impeller. And you know what? I might about to take the plug out of the side. It might be a direct shot into the impeller. Actually, I might do that. And see if we can't just stick something on it. See if I can spin the pulley. If it does, then we know that it's the impeller slipping. It started this probably a year and a half ago. I know it's a million degrees out now. Everybody's already said that. But running down the street, even a Midwest drag, it'd run 200, 205. Sitting still would run 160, 170 though. So I was like, maybe it's circulating too fast. No, it wasn't the case. It's just, something's going on. Don't know what it is. I don't think it's head gasket or anything. Because it's got, this is probably 10 different sets of head gaskets it's had since then. And it's the same thing, so it's definitely not that. All right, I think I'm gonna take this port out though. If I take that port out, I think I can get right through the side and get to that impeller. Let's try that. Maybe, I don't know. Hard to tell anymore. Let me get you in there a little bit closer for a better look at it though. Let's take a gander here now. Gotta love the Chinese made American parts, huh? 10 millimeters. Probably why it ain't working out, huh? Already looking rusty on here. I'm telling you, this thing ain't that old. It ain't been running on there for 3 years maybe? I think 3 years. And it's, ooh, gasket stayed. Hey, look at that. A little bit crappy. I don't think the impeller's slipping though, because it's, don't think that's the issue. I don't think it is. I'm gonna lock her in there, but don't think it's the issue. And they all, pretty much anymore, aftermarket ones already have this plate on the back. I know years ago on the original ones, you could buy a plate and just pop over to them. Try to help with that. I bet the radiator is clogged up in this turd. With the looks of everything in here, I almost guarantee it is. I would have never guessed it. I mean, this whole engine just got hot tanked last year. The end of last year. So it's not, it hasn't even been a year yet. This thing was all hot tanked and everything else when I redid the engine. Maybe coolant ain't what it used to be. I don't know. Kind of crappy looking though, I'll say that. I'm telling you, it's like all mushy feeling. Mushy. Mushy, mushy, mushy. Now let's lock that thing real quick. I'm gonna lock that. I don't know, I couldn't get through it through here, but it's got a little tiny orifice right there. How did that go through? Right there. I'm done. Definitely not the impeller slipping. So that's ruled out. That's why I should check everything before you buy parts. Just to make sure, so you ain't doing them anyway. So the next thing is, I had to really flush that radiator. I really, really will, huh? I only used water the other day, but I wonder if I might have to get some like block rot stuff and put in there. Really there to soak in there. Have like some kind of floor ash or something, I put that in there. Yeah, that's all one piece too. I don't see the teeth all rotted off or nothing. So I'm assuming that's a plus. I mean, it's just like everything else though. She's all crusted up though. I would have never guessed that the inside of this thing would look like this. I almost guarantee that damn radiator probably is clogged up then. I'll be. Maybe stick this back on there and then I guess just fill it up full of water. And we'll put some of that block rot stuff in it real quick, let it run for a while. Get that to really go to town in there. And then drain it. We'll pressure wash it with the hose again. See what happens. Hopefully that's the issue, man. I'm telling you, these cars run cool. I mean, going down the road, it run like 180, 190 was the tops ever. And that was in heat like we're having now. And I could sit in line, like even on the boardwalk down at Cruising, and they would run 160, sitting on the boardwalk for an hour, hour and a half, dude. Like 160, 165. It did awesome. That was one thing I love about this car. I didn't have to worry about overheating. And then it started doing this stuff, and yeah, it makes no fun anymore. It takes all the fun slap out of it, as everyone knows. You don't like sitting there at a light or somewhere, or traffic, and you're sitting there staring at the temp gauge. That's annoying. I did that enough over the years with these cars. Don't want to do it no more. All right, let me get you cleaned up. I got new gaskets right here, hanging up. So, get this thing put back on there. Get me some kind of little block rot stuff put in here real quick. And then we'll let her cook for a little while. See what happens. Well, at least I know 100% that is good. Yeah, in case you don't know, T-check. All right, so here we are. I'm gonna try to pull this out. See if I can't see impeller. This way I ain't gotta take the pump off and take it back to plate off of it, hopefully. I'm hoping. Sweet mother God. That's been in there a while. Right. So much as I can get all over the floor here again. Sure, a whole bunch. Come on now. All right, we'll let that dribble for a little bit with the cap on it. It's pretty. Oh, it's gone now. Anyway, what I was gonna say is, I'm shocked. It's kind of shitted up there. There's definitely pukey in there. So them ports in that radiator might actually be stopped up. Some of those cores might be. So that's pretty nasty on there. Hey. I did not think it was going to be quite that nasty in there. But it most definitely is. Now, I wonder if I can get into that impeller there. And make that thing stop up. I need to take the belt off of it. I want to see if I can get into the impeller. There that. Yeah. Got past that air pocket, didn't it? No, we're good. If I can, let me get a light. Let's take a little peekapoo up in here. See if we can. Nah, I don't think I can get to the impeller from here actually. It's gonna be encased right in behind it. Well, shit. That would work all right. I can take the overheaters off and go through that way. I think I could right there though. Let me take that belt off real quick. And then we'll see what happens. Maybe I can then. Let's get that off real quick. Solid one again. Boom. Got it. Alright. Stick. That's probably about part of her. Let's put this junk in that thing. You know. Let's see how this works. Come here, bitch. Hey, day now. Oh, you're kind of spread it up in there, ain't you? Doesn't matter. Gotcha. All right. Then ready to get his header there. All right. I don't think I can by looking in there, but there's a little crevice right here. I'm not sure if I can actually. Nope. Not enough to get in there to it. And I'm gonna take that bottom hose off real quick. And if that don't work, at least all I got left is 4 bolts. And then pull the water pump off and then pull back and plate off of it and see what happens there. See if it, that'd be actually 100% tells on there. For the love of God. Sit there then. Hang on. Shots get in here. Down. I'm gonna put my cart over here, man. Been there getting this stuff. Okay. There we go. This is when you got to bend over, grab toes. Now, how hard it is going to be to get this off there. Loosen that up one more. There we go. Now let's see how stuck this thing's going to be on there. What's he on there? Yeah, take the wheel real quick. Might open it up some. Maybe. Has anybody else ever had this kind of problem with them? An impeller slipping? Because if that actually is the issue, this will be my first one ever that's been slipping on them. mechanical pump like this. I mean, obviously gonna beat the radiator up. Obviously the ones, you know, talking about Volkswagens everywhere else, the plastic impellers, they always just crack and split. That's nothing abnormal. But like Chevrolet, Ford's, Dodge, and all that shit, they either just leaked out a weep hole or they're good. I never had one that had an impeller slipping on it. But it's first time for everything, right? So there's that. I don't know if I can. I think I can. She does feel kind of crappy in her though. I will say that. It almost feels like it had stop leak or something in it. I know it ain't never had stop leak in this thing. I'll be damned if I don't feel like it. I don't know if I can get that color done. I think it's encapsulated here, behind her or something. This thing's like a real, how come I can't get to it? It's odd. I really thought for sure I could just weasel my way up in here. But I think I might actually have to take the pump off in order to get to it. I'll be digging. So this right here just went into a port right here. And yeah, and it's not going to give you a spot to get to it. Now alright, guess I'm going to have to do a breakdown to actually pull it off instead of trying to weasel around there flat rate style. Not a real big deal here. The coolant's awful slick. Not a big deal at all here. I got extra gaskets and everything else hanging on the wall, says plus. And I gasket I don't think I have that plate one. I don't think I have one in them. I look around the city. If I do or not. I don't think. Something's telling me I don't. So, if I can get it off there without tearing it, maybe I'll just permanent it back on. But I kind of doubt I get that lucky with it. I'm pretty sure it will tear it to pieces, taking it off her. Have any people who watched the new movie there with old Axel Foley? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah, I watched it last night. It's not too bad. Been a long time since I've seen the first one, but it was okay. It was about it. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's okay. I can't wait to see the X-Men one. Or not X-Men, I don't want to say X-Men. Deadpool, Wolverine. Be coming at the end of this month. That'll be a good one. Should be. How much shit I can beat up on this car here, taking this water pump off. Make you hit the shit. Any day now. Well, I know you ain't that long. There you go. Well, crappy inside this pump's gonna look. Because once I got plug out, that was pretty nasty when you had that plug. Kind of shocked me. I really didn't think it would be like that. I mean, the radiator looked clean when I blew it out. Just look at that row of clean coolant, but that right there, I mean, it literally looked like stop leak on it almost. I don't remember dropping stop leak on this thing. I mean, maybe I did when I did the, I was having issues with this head over one side. Maybe I did. I don't remember doing that, but I can hardly remember what I did yesterday, so. I definitely could have, but I don't remember doing it. had this water pump off about a million times last year. I kept adjusting that pump timing. I can't even think today. Cam timing. That thing is diesel here. New injection pump timing on her. There you go. Alright, now. How crappiest thing's gonna be on the inside here. I don't know. We're about ready to find out, ain't we? See if this works. Okay. Try to start this turret up real quick. At 205, it's been sitting here about 20 minutes. So, I don't think he did a whole lot of nothing for it. The whole time I was flushing it, it would stay right at about 180 though. 190 tops. It's got a 180 thermostat. So, I don't know. Radiator still has hot and cold spots all over it. So, still sitting at 205 right now. Brakes on the front, don't like it wet. So it's actually, I mean, the air right now. Extremely cool outside. It's sure running way cooler than what it is. And it's at 205, so it's sitting there. I'm not saying that flush shit I got from the van is the greatest, because I don't know, I've never used it. But as of right now, all that was nothing. Still 205. Now you say that was sitting there idling for 20 minutes or whatever, and then plus going down the road here already. Not long, but and the van is definitely putting out light. 205, except we did a little tiny burnout, did 210, then went right back to 205. Huh. I don't know, man. Now this radiator's clogged, because it's got hot and cold spots all over it, radiator still. So I need to either have it flushed or get a new one, because I'm thinking that might be the issue. Let me go look at it one more time. Pretty hot. Ice cold. All the air coming out of the radiator all around, nice and cold. I wonder if the thermostat stuck back in it again. Look. 205. It's saying 205. And literally, all the air coming out around the radiator is nice and cool. Bottom hose is cold, and the upper one's hot. So I'm kind of wondering if the thermostat is stuck in it. Happened to be junk like the one I took out of it. No clue where I put it at. I might throw it in trash. I think I threw it in trash. Anyhow, the one that I put in there, it's actually one I had on the bench already anyway. So maybe it was trash. It's the only thing I think of. Because either it was trash or something. I don't know if I acquired a leak here or if that's just hopefully coming out of the bottom of that radiator still. I think it's just coming out of the bottom of that radiator still. It kind of lays down in there for some reason and collects like a gallon. I don't know why. So, I don't know. I put a 160 thermostat in, so I'll try next. I'm actually gonna buy a new one this time, I guess. Instead, just get one I had on shelf. Hard to tell. Maybe it was junk. I don't know. Because I flushed the radiator just now. Pressure flushed it 4 or 5 times, dude, and it was blowing out beautiful. Not saying this doesn't have some cores clogging it, maybe. But I mean, it was blowing out beautiful. And now that it's cold, the whole radiator's cold. And the lower hose, like I said, was cold. See? Look. Like, the top one you can barely, I mean, you can't, you can barely touch it. So, next thing's the thermostat in this thing. If that's not it, then I guess I'll have to either take the radiator and have it actually flush somewhere or buy a new one. And if that don't fix it, I don't know, because fan, I'm telling you, fan's really putting out. I don't know. It's kind of odd that the, I mean, if it is a thermostat, it's kind of odd because it means both of them is doing the exact same thing. Because it's running identical to what the old thermostat ran. It was a 160, it's a 180. I don't know, fellas. I don't know. I'll grab thermostat tomorrow. It's late right now, everything's closed. Throw that in there. See what happens. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, instead of putting a 160-degree thermostat in, that's why I just took it completely out. Straight water in it. Just see what would happen. Fan's still just hooked up to where it constantly runs. Because thermostat and the radiator died for that. Or at least I think it did. Because it wouldn't turn on until 210. Turn back off at 195. So I'm letting it run right now and idle for a little while. Just see what it does. Make sure it doesn't overheat. Because we'll be sitting in the like boardwalk cruise and stuff for Ocean City. I don't want to overheat. I just now took it out and drove it for about maybe 20 minutes or so. 190 was hot as it got, so a lot better. And I did get down on it a couple times, but cruising 190. So I'm hoping that's it. So I'm gonna go and take a look at it. It's been running there now, maybe 10 minutes, something like that. I'll go take a gander at this thing here real quick. Let's see what temperature's at. Still good. Oh, 190 still. Low pressure all good still too. So yeah, stayed at 190. Think it might be okay. I would think that would maybe circulate a little too fast going down the road. Make it overheat with no thermostat in it, but it seems to be doing okay. I don't know how it's gonna act going down the track when it gets way up in ours. Cause cruising on cruise 3,000. What, you hanging out, little fella? What are you doing? Little buggy there. Pew! I gave you a headache, didn't it? So, yeah. As of right now, it seems to be doing all right with a thermostat, which means that maybe the radiator is partially clogged. Maybe that right there's compensate for it. Getting a little bit more flow. I don't know. I just know as of right now it's working. And it is a scorcher out, sauna. So, doesn't help none either. But if it is day 190, in the heat that we've been having, I can definitely live with that. When it cools down, obviously it'll cool down some. So yeah, I can definitely live with that. So as of right now, I think that might be the fix. Is no thermostat when it's real hot like this right now. And then maybe this winter, maybe I'll pull the radiator out and actually have it flushed for real. Have it gone through. Because all I did was ran some flush through it and then I pressurized it with the garden hose to about, I think it was like 20, something like that, nothing major. And then let it blow back out the bottom. And did that probably, I don't know, a bunch of times. I don't know how many times. A bunch of times. And it looked clean every single time it came out. It never was nothing coming out. But yeah, I took the cap off. I've run it. And as you seen guys earlier, it was kind of shitty looking. And inside the pump was shitty looking. I know the motor's shitty looking right now too from me getting stuff all over it. Just might clean it up. But anyway. Mind this one here, on a good note, that so far, seems to be okay at 190. Maybe if I sell the motor now, see, it's not overheating. Even though 205 is not overheating. If you're gonna do, even small block Chevrolets and like the IROCs and shit used to run like 210, 220. And you wouldn't bat an eye at that because that was normal, right? But to me, anything over 200, I start getting a little bit worried about it. All right, we'll keep an eye out. I gotta do something to this thing next. I don't really know what. Obviously clean it right now. But I mean, as far as videos goes, I don't know. Make a video on that turd right there. Yeah. When I get the engine back for it, because she's heartless right now. And there's all the parts on the bench. And here's the crank. It's got number 4 rod bearing all stuck to it. Well, actually, I must have peeled it off. Right there. Yeah. So she went eco boomy. So when I get that back, maybe I'll make a video of me putting that piece of junk back together. I know the wife's chomping at the bit to get that one back up and running because she wants to outrun me. So, yeah, it's been this for now. I'm gonna keep rambling if not. All right, keep eye out for another video because eventually will be one coming. All right, guys.